Hello, my dear students. Today we are going to discuss the fourth unit of our book New Hello for the second term, Unit 13 at the Observatory. Let's begin our lesson today by introducing our new words. The first one is observatory. Observatory. It's a building from which scientists watch the stars, the weather, and so on. Number 2, shooting stars. Shooting stars. It's a piece of rock in outer space that travels very fast and burns when it enters the Earth's atmosphere. Number 3, astronomers. Astronomers. Astronomer is a scientist who studies astronomy, the scientific study of the sun, the moon, and the star, and so on. Number 4, minus. Minus means less. Let's continue our lesson today by introducing our grammar. Our grammar about direct and indirect speech in questions. In the previous lesson, we studied direct and indirect speech in imperatives and statements. But in our lesson today, we will introduce how to change the sentence from direct into indirect speech or reported speech in questions. We have some steps to follow. The first one said it will be asked, wanted to know, or wondered. And after that, we delete commas. We have two kinds of questions, WH question or yes-no question. So the third step of how to change from direct into indirect speech in questions. Number 3, if the sentence or the question begin with WH question, so we will use the same question word. And after that, delete do, does, did, and change the interrogative form into statements, and change the pronouns, and the last step, change the present tenses into past tenses as we said before. But if the question is yes-no question, so the step which is different from WH question that we use if or whether, and we will follow the same steps of WH question. So, for example, what's your name? Asked Salma. What's your name? Asked Salma. It will be Salma asked me what my name was. What my name was. So I use the same question word, what. But after that, I change the interrogative form, what is your name, into statement, what my name was. And I change the present tenses into past tenses. But the second example, why are cars expensive? Asked Ahmed. So in this question, it begins with WH question also. So I will say, Ahmed asked why cars were expensive. Why cars were expensive. Let's practice. Rewrite the following. Number 1, do you like swimming? Asked the teacher. So it will be, the teacher asked me if I liked swimming. Number 2, how long does it take you to get to school? Mona asked Layla. So it will be, Layla asked Mona how long it took her to get to school. Layla asked Mona how long it took her to get to school. Thank you for listening to me, my dear students.